What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is Legendary Season 3, Episode 6. So look, let's go ahead and get this party started. So they started the episode off. We have a performance by Jake Wesley Rogers. Now I'm gonna just go ahead and be honest with y'all, and I'm gonna just say whatever the rest of y'all are not gonna say. I don't know who he is. I never heard of him before. I never seen him before. I just don't know this man. But I mean, he gave us a cute little 1-2, you know, with the little piano, very a la Elton John. From his introduction, Elton John has stamped him. So I mean, when you got the royalty like Elton John stamping you, like, okay. But I mean, he gave us a cute little 1-2. So this is the Mission Impossible ball. So the whole theme is Mission Impossible, which I was here for. I think that's a cute little theme they're giving us. Um, the challenges for each performance is that you have to have one person that is giving you soft and cunty. And they were very nice to remind us that cunty is not disrespectful. It is a term of endearment in the ballroom community to call somebody cunt, okay? Or that something was cunty. All right, so don't get your panties in a bunch, okay? Um, Let me see. I guess who was my favorite outfit out of the judges? Law was giving us Austin Powers. Um, we had Deshaun was giving us like Inspector Gadget. I don't really know who the rest of the judges were. Jamila was giving us white suit with breasts. Leomi was, I don't know, was Leomi, I don't know who it is. Anyway, they look nice. I don't know who all the other people were. But anyway, moving on. I know y'all gonna tell me in the comments who they are. So the first group to go was Yogi Yamamoto, and I hope I said that right. Yoshi Yamamoto. They did a Dick Tracy slash Roger Rabbit situation. The person that they had doing the soft and cunty was Linda. She was giving us Jessica Rabbit. Now I wasn't crazy about the mixing of the two like movies, but okay, I ain't gonna suppress it. It was what it was. I thought it was cute though. I thought that they were giving us a cute little situation. Um I think Jessica Rabbit was very, very, you know, very sensual, very, very soft and cunty. And they got pretty decent scores. They got a 10 from Kiki, they got a 9 from Leomi, they got a 10 from Law, a 10 from Jake, a 9 from Jamila. And it was funny because Law was trying to push Jamila into a 10, and Jamila was like, listen, I will get my 10 when I feel like the 10 is warranted. You are not going to make me talk me into or press me into giving anybody a 10 that I don't think deserves a 10. Okay? Okay? But I thought they did a really good job. I did. And my biggest criticism though that I would have, if you're going to give me Jessica Rabbit, you need to give me some boobage. Okay? You needed to borrow that breastplate from House of Ada from last week with the Queen of the Dam situation, because I need my Jessica Rabbit to have some cleavage. That's my biggest criticism, because I think they did a really good job. They definitely rebounded from last week. Remember, the gag flag was used on them, so at this point the only judge that has a gag flag is Leomi, and I feel like at this point, honestly, I feel like there's only two houses that could get the gag flag out of Leomi at this point, and I feel like that's if Juicy Couture mess around and have a bad week, or House of Revlon. I don't think anybody else gonna get it from her, but I could be wrong. We'll see how it goes. We are producing a TV show, okay? So next we have Juicy motherfucker. I want to throw my notebook at Juicy Couture. Let me tell you. Okay, let me go through this. First of all, they are doing Pink Panther. Okay, they're giving us the Pink Panther theme. Lolita is giving us soft and cunty. Okay. Bitch, when I tell you the costumes were everything, Lolita came out from the very beginning and had our attention with the Pink Panther outfit on, the pink hair, and she was giving it to us from the beginning. And then you had the rest of the house coming out and giving you very high energy, giving you everything, giving me what I needed, telling, and listen, they're telling the story. I followed the story all the way through. I knew what we were doing with this damn diamond that Lolita was trying to get to, the Pink Panther. Bitch, I am gonna throw my notebook. Bitch, that damn performance. Needless to say, they got 10s across the board, okay? They got the second perfect score of the season, all right? 10s, 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 okay? And look, now I've been watching this show and I know that there really never is a front runner, because just as soon as you think somebody the front runner, something will happen, and we know how it goes. But if there is a front runner, if there is somebody that is running this right now, it is Juicy Couture. And at this point, it is theirs to lose, because when I tell you that was everything, it was everything. I don't even know what else to say. Hold on, I gotta get my notebook because I done threw it. Next, we have the House of Machiavelli. Now, Machiavelli was doing Austin Powers. Smokey was there, soft and cunty. And listen, let me say this. It really wasn't fair. You had to come behind Juicy Couture. And honestly, anybody coming behind Juicy Couture was going to have a problem, because you still in the judge's mind. That performance that Juicy Couture put on is still in the judge's mind. And Machiavelli, let's be clear, they've already had a hard time to go. So they have to do a lot to get the judges to be like, oh my gosh, right? So their scores were okay. They got an 8 from Law, a 7 from Jamila, a 10 from Kiki. And the only reason why Kiki gave them that 10 is because Kiki used her gag flag. I mean, not gag flag, I'm sorry. Because Kiki said she believes in them. Not because they had a better performance, but because she believes in them. Laomi a 7 and Jake gave them a 7. Now, you know Jake gave y'all a 7. You know, whenever, you got to pay attention to these guest judges. Especially the guest judges who are not ballroom guest judges, okay? You always got to look at them. When they giving you a low score, you know what you did. You know what you did. All right, y'all. So then we have Alpha and Omega. Now, Alpha Omega, they were doing like a blaxploitation, Superfly situation. Their soft and cunty was Adam. My biggest problem with their performance was the outfit. If you're giving me blaxploitation, I want to see Shaft. I want to see afros. I want to see long leather coats. I want to see stacks. I want to see some bell bottoms. I know it is cliche, but baby, that's what a costume is. Costume is cliche, right? So if you're saying that your whole theme is blaxploitation, and you want me to follow this storyline of this blaxploitation situation, why are y'all out there in Burberry print? There is nothing 70s about a Burberry print. If you were giving me like contemporary, if you were giving me something 90s to, well, not even 90s, 2000s, like Burberry existed. Yes, Burberry existed in the 70s, but wasn't nobody in the hood wearing it. Who was wearing Burberry in show me a blaxploitation movie with a Burberry print. I didn't understand it. I didn't like it, and I didn't understand it. And honestly, Law even said they would have got higher scores if the costumes had been better. The Burberry print was distracting. Anyway, I didn't like it. Did I say that enough times? Moving on. Kiki gave it a 9. Laomi gave him an 8. Jamila gave him a 9. Law gave him a 7, and Jay gave him a 9. And again, I don't think that the performance was horrible, but the costume, I feel like if they had different costumes, it definitely would have upped their scores by a couple of points. At least they got a 42. I feel like they would have got a 45 or maybe even a 46. House of Revlon came through. They gave us Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Father Finney was given cunty. And I wrote that I felt like it was a little disjointed. They got me at the beginning, but then they lost me somewhere in the middle. They had like the husband and wife getting married, and then they ripped off their wedding dress and suits, and then they went on a mission because they got a call and they had to go on this mission. Again, I wrote that overall it was pretty good. But I did feel like that somewhere in the middle, yet they lost me. But the judges didn't agree because Jay gave him a 10, Law gave him a 9, Laomi a 9, Kiki a 9, and Jamila a 10. So they had a 47. So the judges didn't agree with me on that one. But I probably wouldn't have given. I probably would have gave them more 8s or 9s. I definitely wouldn't. I definitely didn't see a 10. But that's just me. So, that left us with Alpha Omega with a 42, Revlon with a 47. Oh shoot, I didn't add this one up. Juicy Couture 50, Yoshi 48, and Machiavelli I didn't add it. What's that? 21, 31, 39. 39, damn. 21, 31. Yeah, 39. I added it right the first time. Okay, so the lowest 2 scores was Alpha Omega and Machiavelli. Ooh, I didn't realize it was that low. So the challenge this week was we had to do, it was a floor competition old way. So old way is all about lines. It's all about when you see people voguing like this, the very straight lines, that's old way. When you see Willie Ninja, when you see even the Madonna video Vogue, I know that's everybody's reference, that's old way, right? So it's all about the lines. It's all about being very symmetrical, right? So the floor, we had Aoki Yamamoto against Raja Machiavelli. Yamamoto won that. Then we had Juicy Couture went straight to the final competition because they were Superior House the week before. So then we had Theon, Trayon, excuse me, Alpha Omega against Nuna Revlon. Nuna won. So then it came down to the finale. I mean the final performance, which was Brooklyn, Aoki, and Nunan. Yeah. Now they picked Brooklyn. Now I agree, Brooklyn 8. Brooklyn did their thing. But I liked Aoki Yamamoto too. But I'm not mad at who they picked because I definitely feel like it could have went either one. Either one I would have been okay with. And I don't have the expert eye, so I'm going to lean to the experts on this because I certainly don't have the expert eye when it comes to old way floor and all of that. So I'm going to lean to Laomi on that one. And Laomi went with Brooklyn. So the final performance comes down to Machiavelli and Alpha Omega. And I'm going to be honest with you. Goldie performed for Alpha Omega. I mean for Machiavelli, and father of the House of Alpha Omega performed, right? No, Goldie was Machiavelli. Yeah, I said that. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really won't that impressed with either performance. Again, I feel like we were spoiled. I feel like that first season we were just spoiled because those battles in season 1, like y'all can go back and look at season 1. Them battles from the first episode to the end, to the final finale, those battles were nothing to fuck with. Okay, like I said, we had Shorty out there, we had Michaela out there. Michaela ass was I will never forget Michaela climbing that damn wall with them heels on and doing a flip. Bitch, what? Listen, if you're not bringing that kind of energy to the battle, then I don't want it. And to be honest with you, there's only been one battle this season that I was like, yes, yes, yes. The rest of these battles have been very lackluster, and I honestly don't feel no kind of way about neither one. I'm gonna be honest with you. And at this point, I like Alpha Omega I really do like Alpha Omega, but at this point, either one of them could have went home, and I really didn't care because I don't feel like they elevating. I don't feel like they bringing a whole lot more because again, Alpha Omega, y'all have been told time and time again about y'all costumes. So at this point, I had to just question your taste because you have gotten that same note. Y'all costumes are always a problem. So at this point, I'm just saying y'all can't take a note. Like, I don't know. Machiavelli, y'all can't put together a whole performance. Yeah, y'all can come down here and win a battle at the end, but clearly y'all can't put it together for a whole performance. And y'all keep getting the same note that when y'all are out there, you're lackluster. You're moving like it's a rehearsal instead of like it's your final performance. You're not putting it on the floor. You're not leaving it on the floor. It's almost like you feel like you got to perform 20 times that night. No, ma'am. That's it. That's all. This is all you get. And I know it's TV, so I know y'all do it more than once. I'm not stupid. I get that. But so what? You need to come 120% every time you go out there. And I don't feel like y'all are giving that. And again, y'all are getting the same note every single time. Alpha Omega, you were saved by the gag flag. So what are you giving me? You were saved by the gag flag. That should have been your second win. Goldie, I liked Goldie. I liked how Goldie was battling. But here was my problem with Goldie. Goldie, you stopped somewhere in the middle. What? Why are you stopping? And if you are going to stop, then you need to give me some hands or something. Like if you ran out of breath, if you was tired, then you need to give me some hands or something. You can stand still and give me some hands. But why are you stopping and walking like it's a runway now? What are you doing? And you're not giving me any. Give me catwalk. Give me hands. Do something. And then Adam, I'm sorry I said it was the father. It wasn't the father. It was Adam. Adam, baby, what was that running over to Deshaun at the beginning of the battle? What was that about? No, ma'am. Deshaun don't have nothing to do with this. Deshaun is not a part of this. If you don't get your ass in the middle of that floor and give us what you need to give us, I feel like you running over there distracted the judges and it took away. I feel like maybe if you had started like done the whole battle on the floor, because I feel like you gave Goldie the advantage by doing that. Because everybody's eyes were on Goldie. They had to wait for you to come back over to the stage. At least that's how I felt about it. So it goes down judge by judge. Now listen, it got to Laomi, and Laomi said, listen, I can't choose because neither one of y'all were good enough. Neither one of y'all were good enough to get my vote, and I will not. And she walked off the stage. And let me be honest with y'all, I ain't mad at her, and I understand and I feel for her because out of all of the judges on that stage, Laomi is the only one that has a legacy in ballroom that could possibly be questioned based on what she does on this show. Nobody else is putting their reputation, their legacy on the line like Laomi is. So I absolutely understand why she's harder as far as the technicality is concerned. And I understand why she walked off in that moment. Because at that point, ain't neither one of y'all deserve my vote. Neither one of y'all did what I needed y'all to do. And I respect Laomi and I respect what she has brought to ballroom. And I respect her decision to walk off. It ended up coming down to a tie. Because, and here's the problem. Here is the dilemma. Machiavelli, y'all ass is always in the bottom. This is the 4th time y'all have had to battle to save your house. And even though Goldie may have been the better, in my opinion, I feel like Goldie did the better job out of the two. The problem is, why y'all can't do it in a performance, but we got to keep saving y'all at the end? Why can y'all do it at the end, but you can't put together a floor performance or a whole performance to make people be like, yes. Something's not there. Something is missing. Alpha Omega, again, I feel like it's the same thing. Your overall, like your performances aren't horrible, but you're not taking the notes. Ultimately, Jake had to break the damn tie, honey. The guest judge had to break the tie. And Jake ended up, he ultimately broke the tie, giving his vote to Machiavelli. So Machiavelli, you wouldn't see another day. But Jamila is pissed about it. Jamila is tired of the fact that they are always in the bottom. And she said, this don't make no sense that they're always in the bottom. Why are we saving them? Why do they keep getting the benefit of the doubt? I don't like it. Anyway, y'all, that's what it was. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments. Peace.